All right, guys, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open up for questions.
First, give a ton of credit to Drexel for the way they came out and played today. Obviously, pretty competitive in the early part of the game, but they hit us with a couple of runs in the first half, and our inability to guard the basketball early in the game, breakdowns defensively, them touching the paint, led to rhythm, catch and shoot opportunities. We were kind of chasing after them. I was proud of our team for how we responded out of halftime. I wish we could have gotten a few more stops early in the second half, but we obviously played like a different team in the second half. Our urgency, our intensity, I was really pleased to see that. Just needed to have that sooner.
Open up to questions.
Sam, despite the ending this season, it's kind of been a special season, and it's your final season. What will you kind of remember and take with you this season?
Well, I think Elon's always treated me well, Coach and all the fans and my teammates. This program's always been great to me, so I'm appreciative of everything that Coach and that the program's done for me, and I look forward to following them in the coming season.
The first half was kind of really physical, a lot of fouls, and a lot of your points kind of coming from the free throws. How did that kind of change your guys' game?
Well, I think we gave up too many offensive rebounds, and when you get down that much, you gotta do whatever you can to make something happen. So we went on a run. We started pressing. We started playing a lot more physical. That's the key. You got to sustain it for 40 minutes. Got to be better in that aspect.
Coach, how do you think Drexel kind of adjusted to that strong start in the second half, and how could you guys kind of kept that play out?
Yeah, it was difficult. Obviously, when you dig yourself a 24-point hole, you need a lot of things to go right. We had great energy, and the pressure, kind of sped some things up. But they got good players too. So I mean, we're taking a few more risks in the full court. So some guys were open on the back line. They made a couple late clock shots that were difficult shots, and you give credit to their players for stepping up and making the plays at the right time. Obviously, you just never want to be in that kind of hole where you've got to overcome a 24-point deficit.
What do you think kind of went into the strong start in the second half? What did you guys say at halftime? What do you think you did differently?
I think it was more, the way they played. It wasn't what we said. It was how they played, and they played with a tremendous sense of urgency in the second half, offensively and defensively. We played urgent on offense. Our pace on our cutting, our screening, the ball movement was different in the second half, and then there was urgency defensively, kind of flying around. Even sometimes where we didn't get a steal, but we're up and we're active, and really got us going and kept us engaged.
They kind of dominated from beyond the arc today. What about their three-point game made it hard for them?
Yeah, I think it was more so, again, like I said early on, it was their ability to touch the paint. We were off balance on some closeouts, so they were getting dribble penetration. It was drive and kick threes that really just continued to hurt us. Whether it was man or zone, they really made an emphasis of driving the ball to the paint, and we were undisciplined in some of our closeouts and kind of knowing personnel, and that allowed them to get some clean looks from three.
And then just looking towards the future, how can you kind of grow from this season and use it as a building block for the future?
Yeah, as Sam mentioned, this team has done some things. There hasn't been a lot of success, certainly in the Division I era for Elon basketball. So, we certainly took another step forward this year. Sam has been a big part of that transformation of the program. So, started pretty low in terms of when I got here his sophomore year, but we've taken a step each season, and obviously we had some untimely injuries. Everybody does. You got to kind of play through it, work through it. But we just got to continue to develop our younger players that we have in our program. We don't have a lot of seniors on our roster, so we've still got a lot of young guys that can develop and hopefully grow from this experience. And ultimately, we have to learn how to win in this type of environment. In a tournament setting, whether it's 3 games in 3 days, 4 games in 4 days, we have to learn how to win and how to play with that, reckless urgency, at this time of the season.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.